Can your patients survive Grandma's? Really? Really? All of this DLC has been so far is make food, kill a beast, and listen to his grandma talk for hours. One sec. I need to level up first. Jesus. Do we start another round? I think so. Sure, go right ahead.
Say you'll never guess who I saw today. Captain Scarlet. She was
today. Hey, isn't
other brigands, and I recognized her for her wanted poster, and I said, "Oh hey, you fought the Vault Hunter, didn't you?" And she bowed all elegantly and said something like, "Indeed I did, madam," and said that you were really good at fighting and that you beat her fair and square. She didn't seem to harbor much of a grudge about it. Nice girl. You should think about meeting up with her again if you're not shacked up with anybody, you know? I mean,
Jesus. Really?
Gorgeous hunk of a Vault Hunter like you. I bet you're beating away suitors left and right. Look, you're blushing. Oh, I could just eat you up.
Mr.
Torg was so scared of trying
getting kind of nervous here.
Long time. He used to go to parties in high school and just stand in the back without talking to anybody.
Hey, that's what I would do. Ironically.
I tried to tell him, I said, don't worry about chasing love. If you chase your dreams, then love will follow. See, that's the thing people don't get. You watch Echo films and they're just awful. They teach you that the only way to be with someone is just to pursue them over and over until they decide they like you. In reality, you know when you like someone almost immediately. You can't really convince somebody to fall in love with you. You just look like a stalker.
Wait.
But if you do interested in, like making guns that explode or killing mercenaries, then people will see that confidence and skill you have, and they'll be attracted to it. There's always a fine line between that kind of
relationship
and narcissism, you know? There's nothing worse than somebody who wants to be famous. I remember when Mr. Torg first sold his weapons tech to that board of directors, he was pretty egocentric for a while, taking pictures of himself and posting them to the EchoNet all the time.
Jesus. Selfies, you know.
That used his weapons. He came back home one day with a supermodel under each arm, and I said, "Mr. Torg, what are you doing? You've lost sight of who you are. It's been weeks since you actually created a new gun," I said. And it was true. He'd been more obsessed with being well known for doing something great than with actually doing something great.
It was a dark point in my life.
Thankfully,
sounds pretty dark.
Listened to me and got to work on what would eventually become the Criblaster. You a fan of the Criblaster? That was.
I don't think I've had the Criblaster.
Flacker, which I know a lot of people hate, but there's more to combat than just brute efficiency in this old lady's eyes. Style counts for something, and there's nothing quite like.
Can we get these weapons?
Tiny little explosions. It's like a fireworks show, except the deaths aren't as sad and unexpected.
I swear to God, her body reminds me of Brick. Like, exactly like Brick's.
I'm a playwright in my spare time, and I'm trying to write a story about an up-and-coming tournament fighter who tries to find love in a gladiatorial arena. And I figure you've got a lot of experience, so your feedback could really be valuable. So
okay, this should be interesting.
Broken hearts and broken necks.
Jesus.
Fade in on an
She's gonna... oh my God, okay.
Body parts litter the stage. A lone warrior stands in the middle of the stage. A spotlight.
Wow, this story is gonna be quite long, isn't it?
She stands, holding her sword triumphantly.
Holy shit, this is gonna be a while.
Is there no warrior who can challenge me? Must I be destined to spend my life as the strongest, the bravest, the most invincible warrior this galaxy has seen? For I am Valkyrie, scourge of the gladiatorial games!
Jesus.
As she shakes her head in despair. From stage left, enter Nodo, a janitor with a
The janitor? Really?
He begins sweeping the body parts into a bin,
Which is colored green? Oh, the bin.
Come back. Until melancholy overtakes him. He drops his push broom to the floor,
I thought she meant the body parts are green. I'm like, what?
delivering a heart-wrenching soliloquy. No, the blood cannot be washed away. Not before and
Can I, like...
even as
Sorry, I'm just getting kind of bored. I needed to fire off a few rounds because I was just like,
Must I forever
no,
remain
Dan,
on the
please.
periphery of joyful combat, ever watchful but never participating? Latter of all, Valkyrie re-enters from stage right. Good morrow, lowly janitor. I heard a noise.
Lowly janitor.
Investigate. Oh, great Valkyrie, 'twas nothing but the wails of those souls you released from their bodies tonight. Souls that wail in agony as they fly upward to Valhalla.
Ah, Valhalla.
Fool, what have they to wail about? Their agonies are over, ended at the point of my sword. Mine, however, have only yet begun. For it is lonely at the top, and an unchallenged life is a boring one. No doubt.
True, true.
If only I were able to tell her my true identity, I would
My true identity.
not soon forget. Back to Valkyrie. Yes, ma'am, boredom is the true tragedy. May you one day find challenge in combat. Stooping, Nodon picks up a giant two-armed bastard sword with almost no effort. Valkyrie aside. What is this? Excellent, Nodon. Stage left. Valkyrie. What strength this janitor possessed? Who is he to pick up a bastard sword?
She falls in love with the janitor? Really? Okay.
What hidden
Called it
power
from the
does
beginning.
he hold? What secrets does he keep? I will endeavor to uncover his past in the hopes that our swords may cross in battle. Exeunt, Valkyrie. End of scene 1. Scene 2.
Oh my god, okay. Jesus. This is gonna be like a 5-scene thing. 5-scene play. This is gonna be quite some time.
On the first scene. Did you like it?
It was pretty good. I'll give you that one.
Scene 2.
No, shit.
Governess and governess. I refuse to respond to these absurd accusations. Her husband looks at her quizzically. Governor, and what accusations may those be? Governess. Actually, you know what? I don't think I'm ready to get feedback on the play yet. But what about you? What are you up to? Tell Grandma Flexington all about it. I bet you've had some amazing adventures. Mr. Torg told me about the time you all played bunkers and badasses.
Bunkers and
He said
badasses.
it was one of
Yeah.
the most fun and welcoming experiences of his life.
It's pretty good.
Grandpa, you're embarrassing me!
Sorry, sweetie, but really, you and the HeadHunters are his first real pals. It wasn't easy for Mr. Torg to make friends at school when he had facial hair at age 8, pecs and dead parents.
Why not? That'd be great. Oh, well, that would be,
But I told him that he should be thankful.
That
for
would be a
the fact
problem.
that he looks different. Anyone who wouldn't be friends with you based on appearance wouldn't be a very good friend anyway. But he really does like hanging out with all of you. Most people these days want Torg to pose for pictures or blow something up by flexing at it. It's not often he gets to sit down and play games with people. Oh, speaking of games, did you play Going Back to the House yet? It's a new echo simulation about exploring a lot
Oh, is this the going home?
violence.
The actual going home game?
Looking at secret
Yeah.
boxes and remembering
Yeah, that's going home in a nutshell.
I really like where Echo Sims have gone in the past few years, don't you? There seem to be a lot more of them with interesting things to do beyond shooting people, and the writing has gotten so tight and concise. For instance, did you ever play the Samurai's Marker? The whole game's story was delivered.
Samurai's
through
Marker.
haiku. Did Zero write it or something? No, I'm just joshing. I know you're too busy for that. But oh yeah, I was playing at the end of the pointed gun.
Thanks, Gage.
My Echo Sim player, and wow,
And-
is that funny? It's about a guy who punches people and smacks himself in the face with doors. Easily one of the best.
I don't know about this one.
Sims ever. But oh, I'm really looking forward to this game called Robot Hunter Assault Squadron, which is this big randomized survival game about throwing bottles at trees and accidentally scaring birds. In the demo version, I scared a
Oh,
bird
what?
so hard it died. 10 out of 10.
Damn.
But what kind of things do you do for fun? You play any sports? Look
I don't think we
like
can answer any of these questions.
extreme stuff like spine
Spine hurtling?
cycling,
What?
and volleyball. I knew an
Oh,
athlete
okay.
like you when I was younger. Her name was Nijo, and she was especially gifted at the giblet toss. That's an old
Giblet
pastime we
toss.
had back when I was younger. Idea was you punch a convict, and then see how far you could make their viscera fly across a big field. You got
Oh,
points
okay.
based on distance and the size of the viscera. She won the final round of the giblet toss championship by getting a left eyeball to cross the 300-meter mark. They said she was
Jesus.
juicing with her idiom, but I think they were just angry that she dethroned the reigning champ, misogynistic Jeff. You know,
Misogynistic Jeff, really?
hey, what's your favorite food? Mine's burgers, personally. People look at you like you're a pleb or something when you say you like burgers, but just think of all the things you can do with them. You can change out the pan.
I thought we were done with the story, but she's gonna talk about her favorite burgers.
I all but forgot about fries for about a year after I discovered the veggie chip combo. And I'm not a vegetarian or anything, but those veggie patties they make on the more upper class worlds are crazy.
The upper class.
Better than real meat if you cook it right. Mr. Torg tried to be vegetarian once after he saw
Did he
a
now?
bear get run over by a truck. How long did you last again?
12 seconds!
Good,
Barely
good.
even finished the word vegetarian before he lunged at a skag shoe I was holding in my left hand. Nearly lost a finger. Granted, he's always been partial to skag shoes or skag bacon. Don't know why, since I always felt like skags tasted like old tires and vomit. But to each his own. Taste is a funny thing. People say your taste buds get more refined as time goes on, but they actually get worse and worse. So when Mr. Torg used to refuse vegetables as a kid, it's because he was actually tasting how awful they were. When we old folks eat,
That's how that works,
we're
yeah.
only okay with it because we can't taste all the gross vitamins and stuff. Granted, vitamins are what have kept me going for as long as I've been going. You get enough B12 in your system and you can headbutt a freight train without so much as a bruise.
A freight
That
train.
reminds me, I need to get my pills ready for the rest of the week. I have one of those little metal containers split into different sections.
You should really go up and go do that.
Really helpful. And
There's
the
a
sides are sharp
enemy
enough that I can use it to ward off burglars if I need to.
on the map.
What do I have to do this week? Probably head to the bazaar, pick up some frozen spider and flanks. Gotta bring my coat though, because it gets kind of chilly in the freezer section. What else do I need? Oh, I need Schwartzman's candy drops.
What the?
Gosh, those are delicious. They're so smooth and sweet. Just thinking about it.
This dude has literally followed me. What? Found a Schwarzberry candy drop? Okay, finally we get to do something else. so far in this DLC, or for the HeadHunter pack, it's not really one of the, DLC packs. Well, it's weird. I don't know what to call it. It's a DLC, but at the same time, it's whatchamacallit. It's a HeadHunter, not one of the season pass DLCs. Oh wait, you're back alive. I literally sat there long enough for these guys to respawn.
Lost my shields!
That is impressive. It's impressive that I sat there for that long. I mean, I got through Dragon Age with the conversations. I just wish I could actually actually do something in the conversations. I assume this is going to be. I see it. I see it.
That's a Schwartzman candy drop. Grab it for me, will ya? Oh, I can taste it already.
Oh wow! I got poisoned by the jabbers, and not sure what poisoned me there for a second. I think it's the jabbers that distorted my vision. What is this thing? Oh, it's just okay. Oh, I destroyed the bot. Whoops. Actually destroyed the robot that was following us. My bad. I don't think anyone gives a crap. They haven't yelled at me. Okay, you got it, Deathbot. Death Trap. Sorry. It's not Deathbot, it's Death Trap. We're gonna have to go back and talk to the grandma again, aren't we? Yeah. Yeah, we have to go listen to the next story. I don't think I'm gonna listen to the third story if there is a third story. Just because, I think we're kind of finished with the HeadHunter. They're interesting so far. That's all I can say for right now. Not really sure what to make of them. Chef Bork. I don't know that reference. I got a bunch of other ones, bunch of the other references, like the Gordon Ramsay one, but Bork and the guy that followed me out here. This guy, whoever he was, I didn't recognize those references. So yeah, we can finally, hopefully, finish this story up. I knew she was talking about fireplaces.
Explosions so much. They're basically just big fireplaces. Every explosion feels just like coming home. Oh, maybe that'd be a good slogan for the tour corporation. Don't you think, high five? Oh, don't be silly. It's a wonderful slogan and you know it. I used to come up with slogans for a living when I was in my teens. I came up with the jingle for Professor Gunsight's Can't Miss Scopes. How'd it go again? Oh, yeah. If you try to shoot but you miss a lot, then give Professor Gunsight Scopes a shot. And then they played a gunshot sound effect and someone going, ah. I've been talking for a while now, haven't I? Thanks for bringing your friends to listen to an old woman ramble for a while. I can't tell you how great it is to have somebody new to talk to, especially a vault hunter. Oh, and one more thing.
Okay, here we go.
Actually, that could probably make just something about vaults and the end of the universe. Anyway, here. I always spoil my friends, just like
Is this another $1?
my grandson.
Oh yeah. Oh whoa. Okay, that is. I'm actually full. How did I get? How am I full? I got like so many things. I became full. Okay.
Enjoy.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. So I think that's all that this DLC has to offer? Question mark. I do want to check out the new head that I got. You know, the whole purpose of this. I don't see it. Okay, that is equally disgusting as it is weird. We are now the head of the chicken. Okay. The gobbler. I'm sorry. It's the gobbler. God, that looks so weird on her. Looks so out of place. Because you're like, okay, it's a regular girl, and then it just turns into this. I think this is his mouth, and then what the heck? Okay, interesting. So yeah, I guess that is it. I think that's the entire DLC or HeadHunter pack thing. I'm a Bob. So I guess I can now wrap up things, right? Because there is no more new missions in this area, by the looks of it. So yeah. So that was the first HeadHunter pack I've done, and it took me about 47 minutes. It really didn't offer a lot. It offered a couple missions. You got to listen to Torg's mother or grandmother talk a lot. I think that was the majority of this DLC. Literally just sitting there talking to his grandmother. Not sure if worth $3, but the fight was pretty cool. And I assume that if you go back in the second playthrough, he's going to be tougher. We were like 6 levels higher than everything, so in theory I should have been playing the second playthrough, but it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so I guess that's it. Kind of a short, sweet little thing. Like I said, they're only $3, so maybe it's worth it. We did get the new head, which looks weird as hell. But since they're pretty short, I could probably like put it in together for like a couple of videos, and I can probably record more than 1 or 2. It'll be interesting. I'll see if I can wrap up all 5 of them. Because I only assumed there was going to be one giant boss fight, and then like a head that you can pick up after the fight. But there's a little more to it, I guess. So, interesting. I'll say that. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, favorite, subscribe, you know the YouTube stuff. And have a good day, night, evening, twilight, afternoon, good morrow. whenever you're watching this, you time wasters, and I hope to see you guys on the next time.